Gentlemen and ladies, welcome to the Brothapocalypse. In this video, the Meg Thee Stallion versus Tory Lanez case has gone very viral and has been quite bizarre over the past couple of years.
Megan Thee Stallion says she was really scared when opening up about being shot 2 years ago. It happened outside of a party in Hollywood Hills. Christina, who's in for Melissa, has the details on this. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. And this happened with another rapper that was a friend, quote unquote. Megan Thee Stallion, whose real name is Megan Pete, became quite emotional when she recounted that night in her first TV interview about the incident. Pete says there was an argument because she wanted to leave a party before the group she was with did. She accuses rapper Tory Lanez of standing behind a car and shooting at her.
I get out the car and it's like everything happens so fast. And all I hear is this man screaming, he said, dance, and he started shooting. And I'm just like, oh my God. Like he shot a couple of times. I didn't want to move too quick, like, cause I'm like, oh my God, if I take the wrong step, I don't know if he can shoot something that's like super important. I don't know if he could shoot me and kill me. Like,
were you afraid for your life at that time?
I was really scared cause I had never been shot at before.
Pete says she was hit in both feet. Lanez was arrested and charged. He has pleaded not guilty. He was briefly in jail earlier this month for violating a court order that prohibits him from contacting her. He'll be back in court in September.
If you haven't noticed, legal cases involving celebrities are seldom normal, usually divide the public along race, gender, or socioeconomic lines in some way. Typically, this is by design, and those who are caught up in the cult of personality buy into the game without thinking. They worship celebrities subconsciously. Along those lines, the guilty verdict handed down to Tory Lanez has not only stunned his fans and brought joy to Meg's fan base, it has created a calculated war of the sexes between women and men. It has especially added to the divide between brothers and sisters, as some brothers feel this is yet another case of an innocent black man getting locked up for an extreme number of years based on questionable evidence. By the way, I purposely did not comment on this trial prematurely because I wanted to see how this strange case would unfold after the verdict. I say strange because the facts in the case were never clear-cut from the beginning. Everyone was pretty evasive in the beginning about the circumstances following some kind of drunken party at Kylie Jenner's house or whatever in Hollywood Mansions, Hollywood Hills, not fully speaking to what happened, yet putting out vague, cryptic info about what happened. It kind of just trickled out in strange ways. Somebody stepped on glass at some point, then bullet fragments were not conclusive in establishing guilt at one point, then nobody claimed the gun, then a one-way gag order was placed on the alleged suspect. Then a witness said they saw who shot the gun. Key witnesses are missing. They used court drawings instead of real videos of the court proceedings, etc. When I see celebrity cases go this way, I automatically question the whole story and the real motive behind the media putting it out to the public. If you're the kind of person who automatically believes every story the mainstream media presents to the public, then you may not like this video. Many sisters praise the verdict because they feel black women are the most hated and least protected. The mainstream media and legal system is purposely playing into this emotion, as evidenced in this quote from CNN on December 23rd, citing LA County DA George Gascon right after the verdict in a statement directed at Meg Thee Stallion. By the way, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing. Quote, "You face unjust and despicable scrutiny that no woman should ever face, and you have been an inspiration to others across LA County and the nation," Gascon said, unquote. Continuing, women, quote, "Women, especially black women, are afraid to report crimes like assault and sexual violence because they are too often not believed. This trial, for the second time this month, highlighted the numerous ways that our society must do better for women," he added, referring to Harvey Weinstein being found guilty of 3 out of 7 charges on Monday, unquote. Now, for the moment, let's take your emotions out of it, okay? Notice the obvious gender divide and conquer tactic by tying a popular female celebrity in with other women across the country when he says, quote, You have been an inspiration to others across LA County and the nation, unquote. This is deliberately inflammatory and plays into the anti-male trope that men get away with crimes against women, that no one listens to women, that kind of thing. We all know that is patently false, as there are many men in prison because of lies from vindictive women. Then CNN was sure to tie the DA's quote, which I just said earlier, numerous ways that our society must do better for women, to the Harvey Weinstein's guilty verdict. For those who understand how psychological operations work, celebrities are often used to control the minds of the public one way or another. Harvey Weinstein was purposely made the poster child for men being monsters, so that whenever women accuse men of bad behavior against women, all the media has to do is utter the Weinstein name to further prejudice the public against men. And now we see black male and female celebrities taking sides on this verdict, such as Joe Budden going back and forth with the women of Fox Soul. We have to ask ourselves, what powerful puppet masters are perpetuating all these celebrities to exacerbate this gender war? Why are they allowing it? Again, if you take your emotions out of this case, the so-called facts have been pretty bizarre and conflicting throughout this whole ordeal. None of us were there, and we let the media spoon-feed us a narrative they spun to keep men and women at each other's throats. Think about it. Here's a challenge for those who believe everything in the media without question. Can anyone prove that Tory will serve 1 day in prison without referring to a news media report that he went to jail? Because I already saw one this morning already. If so, please forward an independently verifiable video of him locked up in a jail cell for more than 24 hours. We have a way of automatically believing the news media without question, just automatic. This has to stop. I think the comedian Eddie Griffin talked about that years ago in one of his jokes, that because CNN reported it, it must be true. The media is a powerful opiate on the public, which is why it is called media, which is plural for medium, a spiritual gateway to the dark side. Keep that in mind. I don't like the gender war at all. I definitely advocate for men's issues because the media has backed a war on masculinity. But I also don't want to see women get manipulated by the media either. If we can throw the media influence out of our homes and relationships, there will be a lot more happy marriages in America, and that's what I want. No one wants to see women get abused, and no one wants to see men going to jail for questionable accusations. I'll close by saying I want all of us to unplug from the matrix. I anticipate there will be an appeal in this case, of course, and this case will drag out longer in order to further enhance the gender war. That's how the media operates. I pray that's not the case. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep this new channel growing. Until the media stops escalating the gender war, the apocalypse of good men will continue. Welcome to the Brothapocalypse.